Are you looking for wrestling content? Well, Wrestling provides everything pro wrestling. The best one, Donnie, Gins, and the Load Rager Ben are wrestling marks like you who love this sport. Wrestling has it all when it comes to wrestling content. We have different podcasts, vlogs, reactions, full wrestling matches, live pay-per-view watch-alongs, interviews, predictions, and so much more. Only on We Are Wrestling. What are you waiting for? Subscribe and become a We Are Wrestling Maniac now. Collecting has always had a special place in my heart, going all the way back to when I was a kid. I remember my parents taking me to Toys R Us and waking up on Christmas morning to a bunch of new action figures. I had bins filled with thousands of rare WWE, WCW, ECW, and TNA figures through the years until, unfortunately, I ended up selling my whole childhood without knowing the true value of my collection. 2 years after I made that horrible decision, the pandemic hit, and I realized there was a part of me that felt missing, and that was collecting. My whole life, I've loved collecting wrestling figures, wrestling memorabilia, classic video games, Nickelodeon stuff, sneakers, Funko Pops, and even Angry Birds. As time went by, I decided I wanted to get back into collecting, except this time, document it and rebuild my collection over on Best One Donnie. So, if you want to go back into time and relive my nostalgic memories, subscribe now.
We Are Wrestling.
Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling Podcast. We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Let's flip and go!
You're watching We Are Wrestling.
Stop!
I'm the host with the most.
You are by far the least intelligent.
What is going on? We are Wrestling Maniacs. Ben here, one half of the We Are Wrestling podcast.
We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Make sure to subscribe, baby.
We are wrestling.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the best one, Donnie, here with my co-host in person.
What's going on, everybody? Ben here, one half of the podcast, and today we are together in person and everything. How are you guys? How's your weekend? Hope your holiday weekend's going good for you. It's not stressful, and you got the Christmas shopping done, and you did it on time and didn't do last-minute shit. But, again, hope your holidays are well, and Merry Christmas to all of you. And we're going to be seeing you here in the new year really soon. Next weekend, we're going to be going to see at the fucking World's End for
AEW World's End, so there will be no live watch-along here on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. But guys, oh man, we're live here for a special episode. We figured, before the end of the year, because we do have, this episode where we want to give back to the We Are Wrestling Maniacs, you guys that listen and watch the podcast. And of course, next week we're going to be talking about our highlights of, 2023 as well. But guys, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already and you're listening to the podcast, not live, give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download the episode. But if you are right now a part of the live and you're, watching this, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers, we recommend you hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO. And of course, you already know the grind is real. And let's see what we got going on in the chat here. We have Jessica. She was here earlier today. Hey everyone, how's it going? We got Odd Man in here. What's up? What is going on? Happy Friday to you, Jessica. We also got what holds the 2 greatest matches in your opinion of any wrestling promotion. We're going to answer that in just a minute. That will be the first one. Iron Claw, we're going to get into that as well. And we got Herbert. Hello, Pete. What is going on?
What's going on?
Kenneth, what's your favorite? Oh man,
Kenneth.
we already got all the questions here. You guys are very impatient. Woo! Oh
Before we
man.
answer stuff though,
Yeah.
check the mic settings.
The mic settings I think are pretty good.
Check the actual mic settings real quick though.
Yep.
All right, so go to audio.
Oh.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
Because
We
I heard
botched
something.
it.
Hey, what's going on,
Okay,
guys? There we go. Better
there we
audio.
go.
Let me
Way
check
better
that shit
audio.
real quick.
Oh man. Yes. So
Live difficulties.
live botches happening, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
Wow.
But I do want to give the We Are Wrestling Maniacs heads up while Ben, double checks the audio here with everything. I do want to give you guys heads up that the beginning of 2024, we do have the We Are Wrestling Patreon page coming to you guys. We're going to be having, different tiers, a lot more announcements coming up within the next few days. So if you do want to, really support the channel a little bit more, highly encourage you guys to. And I'm trying to
I'm sorry, man. There we go. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Up, we got right there. Live botches, crazy. That's right.
Botching.
We are. All right, so guys, for this week's episode of the We Are Wrestling Podcast, 88. Holy shit.
88 episodes, man. That's fucking nuts.
We want to give back to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs. You guys have supported us all year round, and we seriously appreciate it a lot. So normally with the format, if you guys do listen to the podcast, we normally do, the recaps, the topics. But this time around, the ball is in your court. And you guys that are a part of the live that, turned on your post notifications for this, you got the questions. We got the answers. And honestly, with all the chaos going on in the wrestling world, I think there's way too many topics to talk about.
Yeah.
So honestly, whatever you guys want to ask us, we're going to answer. And I'm going to start at the top here.
Yeah, let's do it.
So here we go. And starting things off. Whoa. Oh, man, you guys are all going crazy here.
$20.
Oh,
Oh,
already?
shit, thank you.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much for the
We're going to get to that
donate.
ASAP. So what holds the top 2 greatest matches, in your opinion, of any wrestling promotion?
Oh, wow.
All right, I'm going to tell
WWE
you
is
one of
definitely
mine.
them.
So for me, I love independent wrestling and Blitzkrieg Pro. We Are Wrestling. We're a proud sponsor of them. One of the matches I really enjoyed watching was Alec Price, the Prize, versus Speedball Mike Bailey, who, you guys, if you have not checked out TNA Wrestling Impact, he wrestles for them right now. And yeah, that match was incredible in person. Another one I always loved was Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 21.
Okay. See, now that seems like such an easy question in disguise. But in retrospect, it's fucking hard, man. Like, it's really hard to answer that. But I can tell you one of my favorite of all time, and I feel like it's really underrated. But I gotta go with Foley and Edge at WrestleMania 22.
Ooh, that's a
that
good one.
fucking match was so fucking brutal. So it was crazy, and just the things that to hear what happened in that match in their minds as it was going on in real time now to hear about it is insane. Like, I think Edge was basically almost like blacked out by the end of it. Like,
yeah,
he was just singed the fuck up. He was bleeding out. Like, yeah, dude, it was bad. So that one definitely for like that one I always replay in my head rent free for WWE.
Yep.
In terms of another promotion, fuck. That's
well,
a hard one.
while you think about that, we do have to give a huge shout out to We Are Wrestling Maniac Harbert. I think I'm saying that right. I really don't know.
Berserk. Hell yeah, here to
see the happiness and fun. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so
Merry
much,
Christmas
man.
to you as well.
Merry Christmas.
And we seriously appreciate the donations. We never asked for them.
Never
So,
required.
you guys,
Thank you so much.
thank you so much. We do really appreciate that a lot. But now let's get into Jessica's question. Did you see the Iron Claw movie? Ben, you wanna answer this one?
We're gonna be actually going to see that movie right after this ends.
Guys, so after the live stream, in all seriousness, we are going to be going to see the Iron Claw movie with, our buddies, Gabby, you guys see him a part of the lives. John, he's a part of them sometimes. And of course, the legend himself, Ricky Knows Best. Guys, I really want to know, what's your thoughts on the segment so far that, he's been doing here on the pod? I love it.
It's a good one.
Absolutely love it.
It's a good one.
Alrighty, so now our next question here. We do have, we already did that one. Alex Johnson. What's going on, Alex? What exactly does Becky Lynch gain if she faces and beats Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 40?
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to?
You know what? I will. So,
Okay, good.
what exactly does she gain? Nothing.
Never mind. I gotta go.
Nothing.
There's nothing more she has to do.
But the thing is,
there's nothing.
That match still will sell.
It's too big.
Something that we need to have happen. But Rhea does need to retain the championship because I think a lot of people get too excited for Mania. They think it's the finale. Everybody's going to win new championships, this and that. But we do have to remember that, there's no offseason in WWE or any, promotion out there.
Nope.
So I think that Rhea Ripley has to beat Becky in order to really solidify her as, one of the best.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Ooh, here we go. Edmund. Who do you got, MJF or Samoa Joe?
Samoa Joe.
I do have MJF for this one, but of course, I do want to plug something here. We're going to be doing a AEW World's End's predictions video, hopefully next week before we hit Long Island. Yep. So at least you guys will be getting that. But nice little early one for you guys. I'm going MJF, the GOAT, and he's going Samoa Joe because he loves Twisted Metal.
Before we go, it's not even just about Twisted Metal. So I'm going to go Samoa Joe for the sole fact of I think they're going to really milk the whole MJF's the fucking the bidding war of 2024. I think he's going to take some time off.
You think the devil's going to screw him?
I think the devil's going to screw him. And Samoa Joe's going to take it going into the new year. MJF's going to have like 3 months off and he's going to pop back up.
I swear, if Jungle Bitch is the devil, Tony Khan, huge missed opportunity, buddy.
Yeah.
But Kenneth, what's your favorite AEW match of the entire year? Ben, you want to answer this one? Since you love AEW so much.
Oh, what's my favorite match of the year so far? That I can, actually like memorably remember.
Oh, I got mine. Mine's AEW Revolution, MJF versus Bryan Danielson in that Iron Man match. That was incredible, and MJF proved that he is one of the best, not only on the mic, but in the ring as well.
I think everybody's gonna be underwhelmed of my answer.
John Moxley bleeding in 10 seconds?
No, dude, no. John Moxley bleeding his interview just by pulsating in 10 seconds before the fucking match even happens. I'm gonna go fucking all in. Wembley Stadium, CM Punk versus Samoa Joe. I was actually really into that match, not only just because of the history, just of how good the match was and how hot the crowd was for it. And there was a lot of nostalgia in that match too. And then seeing Samoa Joe just come off of Twisted Metal and still, you know, obviously going in the ring.
And him and CM Punk, like their matches back in like the old Ring of Honor days, guys. I highly encourage you guys to check that out over on YouTube.
100%.
Or you can get Honor Club and, you know, spend $10 a month if you want to. Totally up to you. I know for me, not happening. But we got old school wrestling fan. If dogs ever take over the world, when they choose their leader, I hope they just don't go by size, because I bet there's some claws out there with pretty good ideals.
Chihuahuas. Oh, so kind of like chihuahuas, like little ones.
Well, here's what I got to say about that. Anything could happen when we're live, pal.
12 people watching, good shit.
Hell yeah, we appreciate it. It's Bullet Club, Yellow, and Fanny Pack Navarro. Much love, man. Much love.
Hell yeah, Apocalypse.
Oh, I already did that one. He did that a few times there.
Better.
And so much better. So the audio is better now, which is good. Because anything can happen when we're live. Yep. Botchamania, that's right. Good thing that we don't have that, you know, crazy amount of fans yet.
That next question is going to be lit.
Which one? This one right
Apocalypse,
here?
yeah.
All right, we'll go with this one here. But real quick, though, we got one of our members, Angelo. What is going on, man? We're hoping that you're having a good time here on the live. By all means, we want to let all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs know that are a part of the live right now over on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. If you have any questions, anything, feel free to ask them. We're going to answer them, especially wrestling related, because, of course, this is a wrestling podcast, and you guys subscribe to the channel for good old wrestling. But now let's get back into this question here. So my big question for both of you, who do y'all see get the W for the Royal Rumble in 2024?
There's so many options now. What do we say?
Cody Rhodes or CM Punk?
I don't even know if it's them. At this point, it's so unpredictable because, dude, Triple H can pull a rabbit out his fucking ass at this point. Like at this point, he could pull a rabbit out his fucking ass, and I would believe him. So I there's so many.
here's what I'm gonna so here's what I'm gonna say. My opinion on this, and I'm sure your opinion as well, can change, before the Rumble happens. Because of course we are gonna do a predictions video and stuff. We'll probably do that live, definitely.
I would be down for that.
But who do I have winning the Rumble as of right now for the men? I'm gonna go with CM Punk.
Really? Okay.
Because he's never won the Rumble.
He never won the Rumble, no, and
Cody already did last year.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did last year, like immediately, which we all knew.
So we're not gonna get it back to back Rumble win.
I'm gonna say CM Punk, but the reason why I don't want to say CM Punk is because it's predictable, and then it's gonna be like, oh, he came into the company, and so that was part of his contract. He got handed to him. Da da da. I see him coming in dumb fucking early and then just winning the whole fucking thing. So I got to go CM Punk too. But if I had a plan B, it would probably for a wild card out there, I'm gonna go Drew being a 2-time winner.
I like that.
I'm gonna go with Drew because there's a lot he could build off of.
Kenneth, he loved The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 25.
Great fucking
Apocalypse, match, Kurt and Shawn tore the building down. Absolutely. Admin, are you guys doing a year-end awards next week? So, next week's episode, I did have this idea in mind. I had it in the notebook. I just never asked Ben on that, and it's already too late.
First time I'm hearing about it.
I would want to give you guys, the option to vote, and I feel like a week is just a little, pushing it, especially with the holidays. So, what we're going to be doing for our final episode of 2023, pretty much we're going to talk about just our favorite moments of the year, some of our favorite rising stars, some of our favorite matches.
Predictions for the year.
And pretty much all nostalgia. We're going to talk about, reflect on the year of 2023.
And also some predictions going into 24. Things that we might want to see, things that we might see, things that we want to happen. So, okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
I do like that a lot.
I do like me a good show.
But next year, we definitely will be doing an awards. I think that, it's time. We need to start, getting them awards out to some of the, wrestlers out there. So that would be pretty cool.
Give them their flowers.
And on my old channel, DITB1, I actually used to do that as well. I used to give out awards to my actors and my cast members, and I would put on these events. So I am always down for an awards show. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be sick.
And we got Savage Steamboat, WrestleMania 3. That is, really good classic match there. And, ooh, look at that. He loved that. Fully an Edge. Definitely fire match.
I'm telling you.
What is going on, JA Universal?
Hey, what's up, man?
What is going on?
13 viewers. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this live.
And let's see. I'm thinking about making a OnlyFans with my person being a wrestling YouTuber that ends up becoming best friends with you and Ben. I appreciate that, Alex Johnson.
Fanfic.
I hope you enjoyed New Year's. And Angelo, he loves Ricky. Ricky is hilarious. Ricky getting some love, guys. Ricky knows best. I'm glad that, some of you guys are enjoying that. Something different. We want to change things up with the podcast. That is, one of our goals. Triple H Undertaker WrestleMania 28 was a banger. Absolutely. Yep. Ooh, there's a question. Do you see Mercedes going to TNA or back to WWE?
I see AEW, and because she's fucking delusional for thinking that she's gonna get a payday above fucking Charlotte Flair just because she was in fucking Star Wars, not happening. You are not nearly as talented in your pinky ring. Sorry, bitch. Sorry, no.
Nope. So here's the thing. I'm glad that we're doing this live, giving back to you maniacs, because if we're doing just a normal episode where Ben was, virtually from me, and I talked about this topic with Mercedes, he would just immediately hang up the call. But he's in person with me, so he can't.
Zach's got to listen to my shit right next to him.
All right, I'm going to call it like it is. I think that Mercedes, TNA, and WWE are the two options. I think AEW's out of it. They've already lost communication, I believe, last month.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Oh.
So I do think that TNA, she could be that, announcement where they did pay her a lot of money for, the big, upcoming, free agency. But I do see her going back to WWE realistically. She was a Triple H girl. She is going to be getting the bag.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, so
now let's go to
that's
here.
emojis.
Whoop, that's emoji.
Just the nothing, referring to Rhea and Charlotte. Rhea and Becky, rather. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I don't fucking know, man. What the fuck?
We're wrestling journalists, podcasters.
Hey, Steve Irwin.
I'm not gonna lie. I love old school wrestling fan. Like, this is just awesome.
I love
this
it.
Is great.
I love the happy troll.
Alex Johnson, Triple H loves long-term storytelling, so Liv versus Rhea has long-term storytelling.
I mean, he's not wrong. They were in a fucking tag
Can I
team
just
and she
say
turned
this?
on her.
We haven't covered what happened with her being arrested for marijuana. I just want to say this about that real quick before we get back into the Q&A and stuff. Bullshit. Bullshit. Like, why can't it just be legalized in all 50 states? Come on.
No, here's the thing. I wasn't mad
As I take a hit.
Yes. Listen, I wasn't mad about the marijuana. I wasn't mad. Everybody smokes fucking weed. And I'm surprised in Florida, of all places, it's not legal compared to, everything else that's fucking going on.
That's what I'm saying.
There.
When there was the whole pandemic thing, like, Florida was like the only thing that was like.
I'm not even just talking about that. I'm talking about naked fucking old people lying down their mowers, their fucking their houses and shit. Yeah.
You just have to watch the GTA trailer.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
The GTA, the alligators. I love it.
I was like, you good? They came out of fucking nowhere.
I'm watching. GTA.
I'm gonna take this away from him real quick. So I don't even know where the fuck I was going. You just started dying out of nowhere. But I wasn't mad about the weed itself.
When you brought up Florida, that's all I could think about was GTA 6. That game's taking over in 2025.
So what I was saying was, I'm not mad about like the weed itself. I'm mad about like, if I'm pissed about anything, it's the synthetic weed shit. Because I'm like, girl, you're doing the fake shit? Like, that's so much worse because like that could fry your fucking brain, man. That's some dangerous shit. But other than like the weed, no. Like, I'm surprised that shit's not legal down in Florida.
Yeah. So, here we go. If MJF lose, I'm putting $20 in the super chat and cosplaying as one of y'all for next year.
All you gotta do is wear a Bullet Club shirt.
Yeah, I couldn't wear this during his feud with Jay White.
Get a clean fade, and that's all you gotta do, and then your best one done right there.
There you go. Kenneth, what's your favorite WrestleMania? Mine is 22.
22 was a good Mania.
Big time.
Big time. So much.
All right, I got 2.
WrestleMania 2?
No, I got 2. 2 of them. 2 answers.
Okay.
So for me, it's a toss-up between WrestleMania 9, because I love the whole Caesar's Palace theme that they did around that time. Even though the matches weren't the best, I just love the entire theme of that WrestleMania. I don't know why. Very nostalgia to me.
No,
and then
don't go. No, don't
okay,
go. I'll go.
okay.
I'll go, and then you
all
go
right,
because I have 2.
fair.
I have 2.
All right, you have 2 as well.
So,
all right.
and then you'll go next, and then I'll finish it. So,
all right, bet.
My favorite, without even having to say one of the greatest Manias of all time by far, WrestleMania 17. 100%. One of the greatest Manias by far. That was just, you don't even have to say anything about it. Just the card was so stacked. It was sick.
Everybody has that answer, which is why like I tried not to have that answer.
I had to.
But it is one of the greatest WrestleManias. But my second one has got to be WrestleMania 21 Goes Hollywood. I love that entire, card. I'm a Ruthless Aggression kid. And that card was just incredible. That's where my childhood hero, John Cena, won the WWE Championship for the very first time, and I marked the fuck out. And the Animal Batista beat Triple H.
Yeah.
That was such a great moment.
Honestly, I got to go with Kenny for my favorite WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
For my last one.
Edman, I got Swerve beating MJF at AEW Revolution after his match with Hangman. He's definitely in contention to beat MJF. Honestly, if there's anybody besides Adam Cole to beat MJF, in my opinion, it's got to be Swerve. He is right now the most over star in AEW.
He's a heel,
by
right?
far. Yep, he's a heel. That whole, like, when I swerve and I drive, everybody's doing it. And he is just, becoming bigger and bigger every week. And I feel like him getting the AEW World Championship, it's only a matter of time. And honestly, I wouldn't mind MJF holding the championship until Revolution and having Swerve win. I would not be against that whatsoever.
I will say Swerve, like going to AEW, definitely like helped his chances and definitely
better than what he was doing with Hit Row, 100%.
Yeah.
Angelo, who do you guys think Bianca will fight at WrestleMania since Charlotte is injured for 9 months? Because I think the plan was Charlotte versus Bianca, but I think it should be Jade Cargill. Give me it. Jade Cargill versus Bianca. That's a banger.
I'm going to go in conjunction with one of the last comments we got, who we got winning the dub at the Rumble.
Chris LeClaire, Merry Christmas to you as well, buddy.
Merry Christmas. Who do we got winning the Women's Rumble?
Ooh.
I'm going to go Jade Cargill.
No.
I'm going to go
Too
Jade.
soon. Let her have a dominant run in the Rumble, but...
Honestly, no. Zoe Starks.
Not ready yet.
I'm going to go with Zoe Starks.
Not ready yet.
I'm locking it in.
All right. I think, Alex Johnson, you're going to appreciate this answer. I'm going to go with Liv Morgan. Give her that Royal Rumble moment. She doesn't have to go against Rhea.
I feel like that would be that good storytelling though, like what Alex was telling.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I would love to see Liv Morgan versus Io Sky.
That would be a good matchup, actually. So honestly, I'd be happy with it either way.
She hasn't won the Rumble yet, and she's very close to getting like over.
But I feel like if anybody could put
she's
her
just
over,
missing something.
See, here's where I'm cool with it either way, because with Rhea, that pop is going to be insane, and there's long-term storytelling there. With Io, it's just a good level matchup between both of them, and it's sellable as fuck. But I feel like Rhea would be so much more compelling, and that's a mountain she's got to climb. That's a fucking queen of her fucking throne.
That is true, but I feel like
and
Becky versus her is so much money.
But the thing is, though, you got to think that storytelling would be massive, and it would do her favors as fuck, bro. They used to be super close.
That babyface run that they did like a year ago, they did that with her versus Rhea. That people can get behind her.
They never touched it after Rhea turned on her.
Yeah.
So, dude, that would come full circle, and that would be a massive pop.
Honestly, yeah.
So it could work either way.
It would work either way, which would make it interesting for the Women's Rumble. So now,
good question.
Do you think Roman Reigns is going to SmackDown? Mean he's afraid of Punk? Roman Reigns is on SmackDown.
Yes.
And
Punk's on Raw.
He is afraid of Punk. All right, moving on now. Whoop. Angelo, my dream would be Cody winning the Rumble and Orton beating Roman and having Orton versus Cody at WrestleMania, because why does Cody have to finish the story with Roman? It would make more sense with Randy.
That's actually a really, really good answer.
So, honestly, here's what I'm going to say about that. Like, it makes more sense to have Cody dethrone Roman, and what I would do personally after WrestleMania, because I think that it's going to be Solo Sikoa versus Randy, because at the Rumble, Solo is going to screw Randy in the Roman match. So that's what we're going to get. Orton versus Sikoa. And what's going to happen, I think, he's going to lose to Sikoa at Mania, and that's when Randy, on that episode of SmackDown with Cody holding the championship, he's going to hit an RKO on him, and we're going to start that feud right after Mania.
See, I don't see Roman losing this year because apparently they're going to break the Hogan record.
Nope, I'm not believing that bullshit.
I fucking am, considering what the fuck we already got.
Well, so I will not be watching SmackDown if that happens. Oh, we got Big Mac 316. Yo,
hey,
good morning.
What's up, Big Mac?
Even though we're recording this in the afternoon, so good afternoon, Big Mac.
Top of the morning to you.
WWE Sasha is the best. I'm with you on that, Big Mac. Don't get Ben going. Apocalypse. She should go to TNA, but might be overshadowed by Trinity.
Nah.
With Mercedes.
Well, then again, Trinity's also heavily gotten
but that would be, honestly, but I feel like for her, though, like for Mercedes, TNA, I feel like would be a little better than her going back to WWE as Sasha. Because right now, TNA's got so much momentum, and they have the best women's division.
Keep it
out of all the promotions.
Listen,
I think TNA's got the best.
She can go wherever the fuck she wants to go. Just keep her away from WWE.
Damn. We miss Liv. I do miss her as well. Alex Johnson misses her every day. He's thinking about her every day.
Well, once she gets out of the box, she'll be coming back, so not too much longer.
Angelo, I think it's bullshit that she got arrested as someone who smokes, and if she gets suspended or something, I will be pissed.
No, there's no heat.
Apparently, WWE and her, there's no heat there. There's going to be no suspensions whatsoever. And, there are plans for her when she comes back to give her a push, and none of that is going to be changing because of what happened. Because I think WWE, just knows, marijuana.
It's in their wellness policy.
It's in their wellness policy now. So, it's not like she's, breaking any rules.
Nope. Just the laws.
in Florida.
The laws of the
with
state.
the alligators, GTA.
She's in trouble with the state, but not her job.
Apocalypse, they might just put Liv Morgan in GTA 6.
She's the one twerking on the car.
I bet Alex misses Liv a whole lot. Just saying. Woo, Kenneth.
Yo, that
Swinging.
is comment of the week. That
That's
is
comment
comment.
of the week?
Star that shit. That is comment of the fucking
hold on,
week.
hold on. Let me put the comment of the week music in
Yep.
there. I believe I have it. Let's see. Or actually, I do not have the comment. Of the
Okay,
week.
comment of the week. You get comment of the week. Yeah, that was the best I've ever heard from a child. That is fucking awesome. Wow.
That was great.
Sir, you're going to fucking Harvard. I said it.
WrestleMania 3 or 6, I was there. That's awesome.
Wow.
Chris Leclerc, congratulations to Bailey getting paid to stay in WWE.
Yeah,
so what's
she
your
got the
thoughts on
bank.
that, Ben?
Mama Yams gets to stay in fucking WWE, so I get to keep seeing that high definition on WWE Peacock Premium programming. Hell yeah! Yeah.
Honestly, she deserves the bag. And honestly, I'm very excited. Ooh, I'm going to change my Rumble answer. Bailey. Because they've been kind of kicking her out of Damage Control. She gets that underdog story in BTO.
Okay, I can go with that too.
Yep.
Yeah,
got
and then
my
we still
answer.
got Rhea and fucking Liv.
Thank you. I'm going to say thank you to Chris for reminding me about Bailey because I totally forgot that she could really contend.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. So, and Kenneth is coming at me. Hell nah, WrestleMania 9 was fucking trash.
My God, Kenneth, he is on a bender.
What? What? You didn't like that Yokozuna?
Hey.
No, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. All right. You don't like that Yokozuna beat Bret Hart and then Vince McMahon decided to give Hulk Hogan what he wanted and had Hogan bury Yokozuna in like 3 seconds? You didn't like that? Well, too bad. I didn't like it either. Now that I'm thinking about it, WrestleMania 9 was fucking trash. We're live!
He doesn't come to think about why the fuck did I say that?
Oh, this is actually a good answer I can answer.
Because it sucks. I'm kidding.
Why
I'm
are you not reacting on AEW? So, I was actually supposed to do that on Thursday because normally I try to do the reactions the day after the show. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have not watched an AEW Dynamite yet. And I've been working on my studio because over on my personal channel, Best One Donnie, the first of the year, I am doing a whole studio tour. And I have been working 24/7 on this. And I just totally forgot about Dynamite, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I am going to probably give you guys a reaction maybe tomorrow morning. I might watch the Swerve and MJF one. So on Saturday morning, I probably will give you that one reaction. But like, you're not going to be getting a lot of reactions like I used to do. I only want to do certain ones because I don't want my reactions to overshadow the content over on the We Are Wrestling channel. So I do want to kind of balance it out, which was, one of the goals for the channel.
Yeah, bitch.
Which I'm going to be doing updates and stuff when it comes to the We Are Wrestling stuff over on our Patreon in the new year. There's going to be a segment called Donald's the Best One News once a week. You can only get that on Patreon. Moving on now to the next question here. Oh, that's not even a question. I can't believe Swerve lost the Mox. What the fuck are you doing? I agree with you.
Nobody knows what the fuck TK is doing anymore, dude. TK don't even know what the fuck TK doing. All he knows is he's got a lot more fucking money.
Oh, here we go.
And he ain't gonna take any of this fucking shit.
Old school wrestling fan. If you ever drop your keys in the river of molten lava, just forget them. Because, man, they're gone.
Old school. Was Old School the one in the parking lot of fucking Smoking Munch this morning? Was he the one smoking?
Oh, okay. Whoa.
So before we keep going,
Not Brad.
we're live. So I'm going to tell you a little story about me and Best One Donnie over here this morning. So earlier today, I had to go to the bank to withdraw some money, or cash a check rather. And we ended up going to the store so I can get a vape. And as we're leaving, I casually look over to our left, and there's this couple in a car we thought was smoking, weed. I was like, oh, that's just a bowl. Nope. I just, quickly just went, ugh. And I looked closely, and my God, they were smoking out the crack pipes. And I have never been in so much awe in my entire life. Happy Saturday, y'all. Merry Christmas.
All right. So I'm going to try to catch up here on the chat because I feel like we're very behind here. So let's see here.
Sorry, I had to
We
tell
got
you.
admin. Bailey, Liv, or Becky is winning next year. Definitely. We got Angelo. Bailey hasn't won the Rumble. That is very true.
Shit. No,
That's another thing you can add to her. Liv Geek. I'm a heel person. Well, good for you. Ben's a heel person too, and I'm the babyface in this podcast.
Yeah.
Angelo,
that's
who do you guys think will be the first ever 2-time Women Royal Rumble
shit.
winner?
Shit.
Probably Rhea Ripley next year. She'll probably win it. I can see that happening if she's not, contending for the title.
It would have to make sense for me, but I could agree with that just because I love Rhea.
Rhea losing the title story-wise do got to make sense, though. I do agree. And I think right now, there's no way we can have her lose the title. Not even at Mania. Not yet. She needs to keep the title for a little while.
She's had it for over a year now, right?
Universal. Did you hear the rumor about Karrion Kross or AOP forming a faction? I have not heard that, but honestly, I am not totally against that at all because I feel like having, two monsters like the Authors of Pain with a guy like Karrion Kross could add so much more to his character.
I don't see that happening only because Karrion Kross literally just got a vignette the other night about his repackage and his push. It's happening soon, so I don't think that's going to happen.
Heard Roman may have the title till Rumble 2025.
I was just talking about that.
Better not fucking happen.
They want him to beat the Hogan.
I like Solo. I do like Solo as well. Yeah, Angelo. Yeah, if Roman retains, I give up on the bloodline now. That would be jumping the shark. Well, here's how you boycott. Don't watch SmackDown and watch Monday Night Raw. At least you get CM Punk and you get Seth Rollins. It'll be worth watching.
And it's a real life storyline because they genuinely hate each other.
Yep.
Or at least Seth hates him, so.
Admin, fuck out of here with that Hulk Hogan shit. WWE has to take the title off of Roman this year at WrestleMania.
Well, if he doesn't lose it, they're going for the Hogan record. If he does lose it, Triple H was like, yeah, we're not going to.
Oh goodness, Brad. Alex Johnson is a stalker. I don't think so. I don't think Alex Johnson is a stalker. He just loves Liv Morgan. Nothing wrong with that.
And he's just
Universal. I hope Roman ain't breaking Hogan's record because Cody losing again will destroy his momentum and the whole struggling and adversity story would be for nothing.
Yep.
That right there is getting a star.
Yep.
That right there, exactly how I feel
Absolutely.
About the entire thing. Because if you do have Cody go against Roman for the second time and he doesn't beat Roman again, you are just making him lose even more credibility that he can't lose again. Especially because at WrestleMania, Solo was the one that screwed him. You can't have that happen with, Cody this time. You can't.
No.
Roman is breaking it. I hope not. Probably gonna. Oh, Kenneth. My second is WrestleMania 24. That was underrated. Undertaker versus Edge. Triple H versus Cena versus Orton is awesome. Yeah, that was a great WrestleMania. I'm with you on that.
I just hated the presentation.
Cody, don't entertain me. Boring. And Liv is a dweeb.
Oh, Alex gonna get his guns out.
Oh goodness!
You gonna get the strap, bro?
Not the strap. He's talking about these guns, baby. The grind is real.
Strap.
The grind is real. Okay. How do you feel about Dom and Ray re-signing with WWE?
I love Dom. Depends on how long Ray signed for. If I'm gonna be happy or not.
Dom absolutely deserves the bag. He was easily the workhorse of WWE in 2023. Nobody had that on their wrestling bingo card. I know I didn't. And I think, Dirty Dom, he's got a bright future in WWE. I give it a few years. He's going to be a world champion, main eventing.
Oh, absolutely.
So honestly, WWE giving him the bag absolutely deserves it. No questions. All right, let's see here. What else we got in here? Oh, okay. We're going to skip that one. Jessica, I watch your stream and eat my lunch same time. Multitasking is where it's at.
Calm down, bud.
And Apocalypse, who in the women's division of any company is a true underdog right now in professional wrestling?
Ooh.
That's a great question.
There's
I love this.
There's a few. Athena, that's one of them.
Ring of Honor, man. She's like the only person that's been really carrying that company right now.
Yeah, Athena, she's phenomenal.
But that's Tony Khan's fault, not the talent.
Yeah, she needs to go back to WWE. That's what needs to happen.
No.
Yeah, she needs to go back
TNA.
to WWE.
TNA.
WWE.
They didn't know how to use Amber Moon. TNA.
It's Triple H now. WWE. But we'll forever disagree about
All
that.
right, so now I'll pick one now. So one of my favorite, women that, right now is a true underdog in my opinion, I'm going to, have to say Sky Blue and Julia Hart. I love what they're doing in AEW with them. I think that they're seriously underrated. And I feel like with AEW's lack of, the women's division booking, I feel like that's why a lot of people don't talk about them. And Julia Hart, she has improved drastically in the ring, and she's very, very young. I believe she's only like 21 right now.
I think for
crazy.
like my last one, Ashley D'Amboise, 100%. I think she needs to get some like main
I know.
exposure.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw her at
indie,
fucking Northeast Wrestling.
She's talented.
She was at the fucking the wrestling classic as well. Like, I think she really needs like main. I think she needs to go to NXT. Honestly.
Ooh, Chris Leclerc.
NXT.
After Bayley having a bad year in 2023, she needs to win the Royal Rumble next year.
That's another one.
Honestly, like the more I'm thinking about it, Chris, it's got to be Bayley. It only makes sense with all the issues that the Damage Control has. And I feel like Damage Control could be a lot better without Bayley. Now that we got Asuka in there, now that we got, Kyrie back, I think that, it's going to be going in a very interesting direction.
Yeah.
And, here we go. Oddman. Problem is, would people care if Karrion and AOP faction? I honestly hope it works, but I don't see it working.
Yeah, especially with Karrion Kross getting his push, because apparently it's a massive fucking push. So I'm stoked. And like he came full circle. I don't know if you saw the promo yet, but he came full circle to the moment he arrived. He's like, everything's falling into place and the world's about to crumble. And he said, watch. And it's fucking nuts. It is
so here's what I'm going to say about Karrion Kross. He doesn't need a faction, in my opinion. And if there is a faction I would want him to be a part of, it would be the Judgment Day. It's the only one to me that makes sense.
Yeah.
But honestly, him having Scarlett, I think that he's fine. Keep him on SmackDown, but let's get him in the title picture. Like, honestly, I wouldn't mind him being the one to beat Dragon Lee for that North American Championship. Or, the U.S. Championship right now is being held by Logan. So whoever beats Logan for the championship, LA Knight, have Karrion Kross be the one to beat Knight.
Maybe.
Whenever, they decide to, take the rocket ship off of him and have him go for, the world championship.
Yeah.
You could have Karrion Kross, hold the mid-card championship, which I think would be good for him. And he just has to be on TV consistently. That's going to be, the way that he gets over with the crowd. He's just not on TV consistently.
Honestly, I would rather him dethrone Gunther.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Because they're both technical. So I would honestly, and he's a big dude. So I feel like that's the darker champion. I feel like that's the heel championship.
Ooh, here we go. Who do you guys think will be some surprise entrants in the Rumble? I say Brock Lesnar is my wild pick, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So
I would go with Brock. I would go with Brock.
One surprise. You're going with Brock?
No, well, I would agree with Brock, but my one surprise for Rumble?
I'm going to say mine. Ken Shamrock. I want him and Brock Lesnar to go face-to-face. Feel like it's realistic now that Shamrock got a Legends deal. He's still in incredible shape. Give me Shamrock in that Rumble as a surprise. Just a one-off. I feel like that'd be a great way to, end his career in the ring.
Or give it a Mania match, him and Brock. Just
we're getting Gunter. We're getting Gunter and Brock.
That'd be fucking sick. I'm gonna go with like if there's a surprise out there. Honestly, I can't pick.
It's tough.
There's so many people that are in the fucking company now that I'm just like, honestly, I don't know.
Roman holding the title till next year sounds like Vince, but with Triple H in charge, maybe Roman does lose because Roman retaining, I think it was a Vince decision.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't. That's the thing I do want to say about this. Like, we can't always blame Vince for, a mistake. Like, there's going to be times where Triple H, as a booker, is going to make mistakes. Just like Tony Khan. Well, Tony Khan makes a lot of mistakes. But with, Triple H, he's going to make mistakes, and we need to, we can't just blame Vince. Vince is out of the picture now, right?
Oh, damn, Angela, you fucking put me on fire.
Oh, did he?
He
said, I love how Ben thinks Triple H can book anyone because he says she will booked by Triple H. She will be good.
Well, here's the thing, though.
There's only so much time on TV.
Here's the thing, though. It's not even just about the TV time. The reason why I say I stand by Triple H's booking is because look at the improvements on all of these fucking like almost nobodies that have come back into prominence on television and are thriving doing what they're doing. There has been massive turnarounds. The morale backstage has been on an all-time high. So even if it is a sillier gimmick that they have to pull off for a little bit of time, they're more than happy to do it because of what's going on. So
Very
honestly,
true.
I'm going to stand by it, for good or worse. I'll stand by it.
Sasha Banks is coming back to WWE because of Bayley.
Suck a dick.
Here's what I think. It's
Oh, you skipped over Big Mac.
Big Mac. Which one? Rumble?
No,
Or
right there.
I heard Mickey James returns to WWE. So I
Could
don't.
be possible.
It's possible, but not right now because one thing I do know, Big Mac is she is still taking bookings, and I am going to be going to the big event in New York in March.
Wait, she's not with
And
she's not with TNA anymore?
She's still with them. I think she's like part-time, but I think her
okay.
contract's, up.
Oh, okay.
But I know in March she does have a booking for the big event in New York, so she will be there. So if she is going to come back to WWE, it's probably after Mania.
She'll probably show up in the Rumble for like a one-off.
Maybe a one-off. Yeah, that's very true.
Just to like, be like, hey, I'm interested.
Oh, Apocalypse. All right, so boom, hold up. What number does Bailey draw in the Rumble?
I'm going to go with, if we're going to go for a face turn, I'm going to go with like number 4, and it's all going to come crashing down in the Rumble when every single one of Damage Control tries to fucking eliminate her. And then she ends up eliminating all of them.
You know what I think is going to happen?
And she ends up going all the way.
All right, I'm going to do some fantasy booking real quick, and I'll try to make this as quick as possible so we can get to other questions and stuff, since we are running out of a little bit of time here.
Like 9 minutes.
So here's, what I would do. I would do something, very similar to the Royal Rumble 1999, and I would have, Bailey in the beginning come out as number 1 and already, really get the cracks to happen.
Yeah.
Damage Control attacks her from backstage in the beginning of the match. So she doesn't come out to the ring. She gets attacked backstage. And then have her come in midway towards the match. And, she takes out a couple of the members. And then I think that you could do a really cool underdog thing in the Rumble with her.
Yeah, that could work.
Like if she gets jumped backstage and then she makes that big, comeback, the crowd's going to get behind it. And we haven't had anything storyline related in the Royal Rumble yet for the women.
Ooh, I'm stoked for you to get that comment.
Alrighty, so here we go. And we want to be entertained, real, recognized, real. Are you guys ready for some TNA wrestling?
TNA.
TNA. TNA. TNA. TNA. Tits and ass.
Tits and ass. Tits and ass.
Honestly, I am super excited for TNA. I'm definitely going to be subscribing to it for the year and give it a shot. I will be doing a live watch along, hopefully here on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel for TNA Hard to Kill. And if you're, around, let me know for that because I'm going to be watching it. And honestly, I'm really going to give TNA a shot here and I have a really good feeling about it.
I can watch TNA weekly. Remember?
Oh, yes. You have access TV that nobody has access to.
It came with my Roku.
MN, U.S. title is reserved for LA Knight. Yeah.
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 That's
AJ
the
Lee.
one. That's the one I was ready for.
Yeah.
Oh.
I could see that happening.
And she's in phenomenal shape.
R-Truth needs to be part of the championship.
Which one?
The 24/7 title. She wants it back.
He's going to be resurrected. He's going to put duct tape on it and call it the hardcore title.
Triple H's booking.
Yep.
JA Universal. I was talking about last year's WrestleMania where Cody lost to Roman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a bummer.
Ooh, Angelo, did y'all see the Gunter versus Miz match? What a match to the end off the year for the IC title.
Mhm.
It was way better than Survivor Series match. I wish that is what we saw at the Survivor Series, but still good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Gunter in the interviews, he's been praising the Miz a lot, and he feels
Dude.
like he's really stepped up a lot when it comes to his character, being in, a storyline with a guy like the Miz, which that is the thing I predicted going into that with the Miz and, Gunter, because Gunter, we all know, is an incredible striker, incredible in the ring. That's why he has the nickname the Ring General.
He's becoming one in his own for mic skills and his own personality. He's coming out of his shell. He's not just a silent brute anymore. And it's phenomenal because it's working. And to have him paired up with someone like the Miz to go up with on the mic, that's not easy to do. So the fact that Gunther's been doing it and doing it as naturally and
gotta
with as
give
much
him
grace,
credit where it's due.
Flowers.
Absolutely. And Gunter, man, I don't want him to lose that championship anytime soon.
He looks so good.
And we are Wrestling Maniac, Jack. Hi.
Sup, Jack?
What is going on, Jack? Hope you're having a good day. Because I know we are. JA Universal, do you see Mustafa Ali going to TNA?
I do.
So you know what? I think it's going to happen, but right now, I think Mustafa, he's going to do the independent run like
yeah.
Matt Cardona.
I think
that he's
Matt Cardona,
really
Cody
focused.
Rhodes, all that.
He's basically going to just go all over the place, do one-off deals at places to, get dream matches. And it seems like that's the route he's going in. If you watch, the vignette really closely, you see the map and like where he's going. He wants to travel the entire world. So we all know, like, if there's anything, he's going to be an independent contractor, which means he's just going to be, a free agent for a while and just see what's out there, which honestly, for Mustafa Ali, I think that he can really make a killing doing that.
Dude, I could see him eventually like landing in New Japan. Like I could see him going to like New Japan or
with the way that his creative Bullet Club, I could definitely
see him going to New Japan.
Absolutely. Angelo, remember she was in TNA when she came back to WWE in the Women's Rumble, so it's possible, and she will be there with her man, Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis?
Nick Aldis. Yep, they have a kid and everything.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yep, I only know that because I'm a diehard TNA fan. Cool. Edmund, my prediction is no one beats Gunther for the IC title after he beats Brock at WrestleMania because WWE is getting ready for him to be the world champion at Bash in Berlin. So here's one thing, Edmund, I will say this. Bash at Berlin, I don't know if Gunther is going to be able to go there because right now, he is dealing with a lot of visa issues outside the United States.
Yeah.
So that is, been some reports that have, come out. I do see Gunther beating Brock at Mania, and I do see him, eventually vacating the championship to go for the world championship. And I could see him feuding with CM Punk for it.
That'd be sick.
Which I feel like that would be really freaking cool. Ooh, Chris Leclerc, Sky Blue, and Julia Hart are underdogs in wrestling. Yep. Absolutely. My last question, Apocalypse. What do you guys think of the new Shinsuke Nakamura push?
Love it.
Love it.
They're making him stand out like an actual anime villain, but in real life, and it's working. And they're allowing him and Io and Asuka to speak Japanese.
Did
and
you
I love
see
the subtitles? Fuck
Did you see the latest episode of Raw with Shinsuke, the whole vignette thing with Cody, and then they actually
great.
showed like the animations
It was fucking
of
sick.
them attack? I loved it.
Sick.
And and that's the thing about me. That Ben, you can even speak for
anime,
me.
bro.
I am not an anime fan whatsoever.
I fucking am, bitch.
But that Shinsuke vignette was perfect. I absolutely loved it. He deserves to get a rocket ship, and he deserves to get pushed to the moon.
Like, here's the thing, man. I did not give a fuck about Shinsuke beforehand.
Me either, but now I give a fuck.
Like
I'm behind him.
He was a different breed when he fucking showed up to fucking fight Muda, bro. That is not the Shinsuke we have in fucking WWE.
Man, only if Ricky Knows Best was here right now, he can, really speak on the New Japan side of things. Which, by the way, we don't have a Ricky Knows Best for this episode because we're giving back to you guys. So let us know if you guys do love the Ricky Knows Best segments. I love them. And we're going to hopefully get, a new segment every week for the Ricky Knows Best. But now let's get back into this. Is TNA would have big crowds like WWE? So, honestly, like, the Run-In podcast said it. It was one of our comment of the weeks. Even, the voice of the voiceless, Phil, last week even said it. Honestly, like, we need to go more in smaller venues for TNA and AEW because I feel like building that culture is very important. And with TNA, what really helped them was, filming those episodes back in the day in Universal Studios because it was a small arena, but you had diehard, passionate pro wrestling fans who weren't just there to just be there. They were there because they wanted to experience TNA. Ooh. And that's what they need. All right, here we go. Do you see Gunther versus Chad Gable at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship in a 30-man Iron Man match?
I do.
I do not.
I could see that.
Maybe a different pay-per-view or Premier Live event. I could see that, but not Mania.
Ollie did get booked for GCW.
Yep. I heard Ollie is booked for GCW. Absolutely. Which, speaking of which, last night, Top Dollar actually made his appearance on GCW, which we did post the whole thing over on the We Are Wrestling Instagram and the social media. So that was pretty cool. And he liked it, which was kind of cool. Jack, I am having a great day. Love to hear that, buddy. Ooh, Angelo, give me Gunther versus Ilya at Bash at Berlin, and I thought he would be on the poster for that PLA.
Well, it depends because his neck is fucked up because, again, of our boy, Ridge Holland.
No, that's actually storyline related.
Okay.
All right, we don't need to get people going there. It is, storyline. Sean Ross, confirmed that from Fightful.
Oh, yep.
Completely agree. And then The feud between Cody and Shinsuke is surprisingly working. Also, his feud with Seth was pretty good as well. Yes, honestly, like after this vignette and like not having Cody beat him last week and having Shinsuke, you know, be put over by like, you know, shooting the mist and still having one up on him. Honestly, like this feud is working and it's incredible.
Let's
Alrighty,
we got two more questions and then we can call it.
Alrighty, absolutely. So you already got that. Let's see. Ooh, there you go. Do you see Goliath going to WWE? Well, I can answer this because I only know a little bit about her. I definitely, you know, think it's a real possibility. I know the women, they've been pushing Triple H to get her, so anything's possible. Ooh, here we go, Angelo. What do you guys think about the Trick comeback at NXT Deadline? That the comeback of the year, but he deserved it and wouldn't be mad if he beat Ilya. It's Mello versus Trick at Stand and Deliver or a three-way. That was my highlight of the week last week, was the whole Trick Williams thing. I loved what they did at NXT Deadline in that whole Survivor match. Like, that was so cool to see. And honestly, like, very behind him. And let's see here. Do you think WWE should make King of the Ring like the G1? Ben hates tournaments, ladies and gentlemen.
Just because we get so many of them. It's not the tournament itself, just how much we get it. Take it easy, Jessica.
Take it easy, Jessica. But guys, you know, we appreciate each and every one of you guys joining the live stream for the We Are Wrestling Podcast 88. We really wanted to give back to you guys, you know, before the end of the year, because next week's episode, we are going to be talking about some of our favorite moments in 2023 and, you know, what we think is going to happen in 2024, because it's going to be a big year for pro wrestling, and we're really going to go down memory lane. So let us know in the comment section below what your thoughts are, you know, on, you know, this episode. If you guys want us to do more of these type of episodes at times, Ben and I were willing to change things up here and there. If you guys enjoyed this week's episode of the We Are Wrestling Podcast, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're listening, give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download the episode. But if you weren't a part of the live and, you know, you haven't checked out the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel, recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. We have lots of awesome content coming out to you guys out of nowhere like an RKO. And going into the new year, we are going to be having a Patreon page. We want to give back to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs, and we're going to be having lots of additional content over on Patreon. We're bringing back old school versus new school with, you know, the voice of the voiceless, Phil. We're going to be having a whole TNA podcast. We're going to be having some throwback vlogs, and we're going to be doing lots of awesome things over there. But if you guys don't want to, you know, be a part of the Patreon, we will be still having lots of content here on the channel. The podcast is not going anywhere. It will be still free. Links down in the description below. You can go follow Ben and I over on our social medias and other YouTube pages. All that down below. And of course, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, before the end of the year, we will be having a couple extras coming out covering some of the wrestling news, since we want to, you know, really just enjoy the rest of this year with, you know, Christmas and the New Year coming up. And of course, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.